Hi, I'm Stacie Ysidro, and I'm here to give you some tips on Tantra Magic. And Tantra Magic is what we do is practice an Ipsalu Tantra Formula, where we go through and activate each chakra from the root all the way up to the crown with breath, sound, and movement. And we even add in some touch to our bodies. One of the key pieces is some of the breathing that we practice, and I'll go over a couple of the breaths with you right now. First to know is just simple relaxation breath. So we're going to go in through the nose and just out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And sound is always welcome. Really working on expanding your abdomen and your belly when you're inhaling. And then doing a nice slow exhale. Then from there, we're going to start to practice breathing in a little more activated way. We are going to inhale through the nose. And then as we are exhaling, we're actually going to start contracting all of our abs or lower abs into our chest. And we're going to do this starting from the bottom up. So literally we're starting at our root chakra, like think Kegels, tightening and squeezing and contracting and pulling the belly button all the way back into the spine and contracting in through here and even in through here, to force all of that air out of your chest. So it looks something like this. Inhaling through the nose and opening. Filling all this with air. And then squeeze and contract. You'll notice the contraction starts here from the root, continues up like you're zipping a zipper, and even rounds out the shoulders and tilts the head forward. So we'll practice that again, and I'll do it a little bit from the side so you can see. We're opening to inhale through the nose. Filling this with air, and then exhaling. Squeezing all that air out. So we're going to practice that actually within the transmutation breaths that we're doing in the practice, as well as when we're shifting into each chakra. We're going to do a breathe and squeeze. And as we're exhaling, we're going to make a sound on the way out. And they are sounds, the vowel sounds that go with each chakra. So for example, we'll use say, oh, for our third chakra here, solar plexus. So is what that's going to look like in the middle of this transition from the third to the fourth chakra. We're going to make the O sound on our exhale. So we're going to do our deep inhale, opening and inhaling, and then we're going to make the O sound on the exhale as we squeeze and contract and push all of that air out of our lungs. So inhale. And again, we're just moving that energy up into the next chakra. So that was super fun. So as we transition from chakra to chakra, we're going to do that inhale and squeeze, making that sound as we transition up. The other way that breath is going to work with us is it's going to be transmutation. So essentially when we get fully activated within all of the chakras, we're going to go into a fire breath, which pause on that, it's another video. And we're going to do that deep inhale that we just did, opening and expanding. And this time we don't have to make a sound on that final one, but we are going to squeeze all of our muscles, like from our toes all the way up our legs, into our pelvis, genitals, butt, into our lower abs, all up into our chest. We're even going to tighten our arm muscles and make funny faces and tense everything. So literally it's open and inhale, and then we're going to hold the breath at the top and start to contract all the way from the bottom up. And we're going to squeeze everything, holding that breath and taking in another sip of air at the top. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then we're going to open and release that. So literally we have built all of this energy throughout the class and through this activation and the fire breath. And then we're going to draw all that energy up into us, hold that breath, contract all of the muscles, and take in another sip of air, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then when you just can't hold it anymore, you're going to open and release all that. And is what's going to happen is you're literally like flushing your spinal fluid up and activating your pineal gland. So you will feel almost like a lightheadedness or like a wash kind of over you when done correctly. And if you need to sit down, then I would recommend sitting down for this. Otherwise, if you know that you can stand and do this, then by all means, you're welcome to stand and do this. We just don't want anyone falling down and hitting their heads. So that's the transmutation breath. Again, it's deep inhale, opening, and then we're going to hold the breath at the top, contract from our feet, our legs, up into our genitals, our butt, our abs, our chest, our shoulders, our arms, our neck, our face, and hold it. And then take in another sip of air at the top. And when you can't hold it anymore, release the breath and relax and let go. So I can't wait to see you at our class at Tantra Magic. And I hope these breathing techniques help you in our class and in other areas of your life. So we'll see you sooner than later at St. Pete Retreat.